Have you been ditched, dumped, discarded, and now feeling discouraged? Okay, this video is for you. Dealing with being dumped, discarded, or ditched by a narcissist, predator, or a toxic abuser never feels good for the victim. Some abusers actually take joy in ditching, dumping, and discarding because they don't see people as people but only as objects. Let's start off with being ditched. Surely everyone has had someone out of the blue stop contacting them. This is usually a result of them being too afraid to tell them that they don't want to continue, and out of fear, they don't want to hurt your feelings. The person can also have difficulty with uncomfortable conversations. However, if you're dealing with a narcissist or a predator, they just don't care. Unfortunately, your feelings and emotions are irrelevant to them, especially if they have gotten what they wanted from you or they have met another victim that they feel that they can manipulate or benefit from. Ghosting is the fadeaway stage. The person doesn't completely disappear but doesn't make themselves available. You tend to see longer gaps in communication until complete silence and then disappearance. Basically, the fadeaway is the yellow brick road to them actually dumping you. It's the sudden stop of communication for no apparent reason when you're dating, and this is very common with the narcissists. Okay, allow me to explain them dumping you. Sometimes rejection comes out of nowhere, and other times the handwriting is on the wall. Being dumped can be very painful and impact your self-esteem, especially when it is unexpected. Some may tend to hang on to the last moment in fear of not finding love and being alone. Some allow their rejection to destroy their self-esteem, self-worth, and their lives, but others will manage to allow the pain to transform and advance their lives. If you see yourself as inadequate because of being dumped, you will tend to carry around those destructive ways of thinking in other relationships until you accept the rejection. So, by facing your fears, you will be able to realize and develop your own strength and move on in a healthy way. Okay, the discard. The definition states it's no longer useful or desirable. The discard feels like discarding a photo or a text message from your phone. You get rid of it because you do not want it anymore. And that analogy can be internalized when you're discarded by a narcissist. The pain is all more excruciating when you don't see it coming. You thought things were going great, and then seemingly out of nowhere, they're gone, leaving you alone with unanswered questions and a busted, broken heart. The discard can make one feel worthless, confused, wondering what you could have done differently to salvage the relationship. In reality, no amount of effort would have changed the outcome because all relationships with narcissists or a predator follow a familiar pattern that begins the moment you meet them, and every new relationship is a countdown to zero, at which point they become bored, unsatisfied, so they ditch, dump, and discard. Sometimes when a relationship ends, it was meant to end. There may be someone else out there for you who is far better than the abuser who ditched, dumped, or discarded you. Change is the only one thing that is constant in our lives. As much as we try to hang on to someone or something, there is no forever. Understanding that people come and go in our lives, and sometimes we have no choice but to let go, even if that means no closure. So them ditching, dumping, and discarding you, that was the closure. Gorgeous one. If you were ditched, dumped, or discarded by one of these damaged souls, it's a good thing that they have exited out of your life. I believe that the truth is the light, and troubled souls, they run from the truth. I hope this video was helpful and provided the insight that you were looking for.